Okay, there's something I want to add to what I was saying about those two titles is I have. Basically, well, alright, so let's say let's just, I don't know, personally, I think is really, is a really serious crime against me, it's kind of like in a way, let's just say, the whole world, have committed a very serious crime against me. That would be my argument, why would the whole world doing this to me, someone, someone could argue that they want to fight, and some, and then the whole world, celebrated them as the grand champion and things like that, and I have an undisputed championship, Mechanic Combat Championship title for 6 years, and no one would acknowledge me, kind of like in a way it would argue, how come that person get to be celebrated as grand champion and for just winning a fight, and I kind of like in a way, kind of like it's really serious crime that the whole world is going against me on that, kind of like in a way that could be the argument, it's like, so anyway, could have this kind of argument brought up, why does that person just win one fight and get celebrated from the world as a grand champion, and how come I have the undisputed Mechanic Combat Championship title and no one in the world would not one person would acknowledge that title and me, and kind of in a way, it's like, so kind of like in a way, it either could be a very serious crime against me, or I'm really upset about this whole thing. It's like, why does this have to happen to me? It's like, so kind of like in a way, it's like, please stop tormenting with these kind of arguments. I'm already felt like, like there could be that argument, that the world is committed a very serious crime against me for not having acknowledgement of that I have those two titles, people could bring up this argument, it's like, and at the same time, I'm very upset about all this, why this have to happen to me, it's like, and so, in a way, just be, kind of like be more, show a little bit of respect or have some kind of consideration about my situation, just randomly saying things that could really bring me down and things like that, it's like, so pretty much, I felt that, what if, person, what if that person is, just drunk, maybe they drink too much alcohol and they're drunk and they accident say something that really offended me, and I'm already really hot and bothered about my situation, and also, like pretty much, what if that is the scenario and things like that, so I felt that could be the argument, what happened to a person, I mean, that person's drunk, he's been drinking a lot and maybe he's really drunk and accidentally say something's really offended me and things like that, it's like, I was saying that's why I'm really stressed out about my whole situation, because I can't, it's just like, in that scenario, the person drunk scenario, it's just like, he's drunk, he drink a lot of alcohol, so, that's why he say those things, and kind of like in a way with, like I was saying, it's just, that's why I'm really stressed out about my situation, because of those scenarios, it's like, so like I'm saying, it's, at the same time, it's really hard to talk about it, because it could be very upsetting, it's like, why is this happening to me, and things like that, it's like, okay, so thank you for watching PTTS. Thank you for following PTTS. I'm gonna end this video in 3, 2, 1.